Hi guys and welcome back to Crypto Chester. My name is Chester and today I'm here to give you a BTC update, coming to an in-depth update and also a little insight into how I've been making continuous gains over the last literally probably 3 weeks or so. And I'm also going to give you some access to some free indicators as well. It's going to be very interesting. Make sure you watch the video all the way to the end, and also if you do like the content, smash a like on that bad boy. It does help me out tremendously. Starting off with BTC on the short-term time frame, that's the hourly, guys. As you can see, we're just going to be going straight into the basics here. You can see we've got a falling parallel channel coming through. You can see the resistance to the top side that we are seeing here on the hourly. Falling parallel channels, they tend to usually break to the upside, guys. So this is definitely something that we can be looking for here. But in terms of resistance at the top side at the moment, around the area that I'm sort of looking for is going to be around 23,100, and also you can see multiple moving averages there acting as resistance as well. In terms of support here that we could be looking for, you can see on the lower side here we've got this downward sloping trend line. It's been tested 4 or 5 times now to the lower side here. The price that I'm looking for that, if we do not break and we do hold a level of support here, that's going to be around 22,346. Definitely a very good area to really be looking out for there. As you can see, momentum to the upside is very, very strong from this zone, right? So that's definitely a level of support that cannot be overlooked here. Another thing I do want to talk about here is this lovely box that I've got drawn in here, right? This lovely box that I've got drawn in here, because you can see the level of support coming through from here as well, and you can also see us consolidating this area in terms of resistance to the top side as well, multiple times. Now, where are we in terms of the live price? We're literally sat directly in there, guys. We're sat directly in there, and that basically means the areas to be looking out for here on the short-term time frame in terms of resistance, in terms of support, it is going to be 23k and also 22,549. Now, very interesting stuff, because as we were just discussing here, it is a falling parallel channel. Falling parallel channels, they tend to usually break to the upside. So let's get into the measure move side of things for that. The measure move to the upside for that, if we are going to be looking for a long here, it is going to be something along the lines of this, right? It's going to be around a 3.61% move to the upside there. That's going to be pretty juicy, but also we cannot overlook the factor of a move to the downside. The move to the downside is going to be something along the lines of this as well. And this is another really strong thing to be looking out for there, because to be honest with you, you go with the trend. The trend is your friend at the end of the day, and as you can see, we are in a micro downtrend, in a pullback here on the macro. So yeah, you can see here that there is still possibility for a move to the downside. The area that I do want to be looking for, if we do lose this zone to start off with, as we were just saying, 20,549, that's a sort of confirmation, and then also losing this downward sloping support line as well. If we can lose that as well, then yeah, there's going to be a lovely short position on the cards to really be looking out for there. Bringing back some moving averages here from the WOD machine, as you can see, pretty coiled up, right? They're pretty coiled up. We've got the 55, the 21 EMA, we've got the 10 simple, the 10 SMA, the 200 EMA, and also the 200 SMA as well. Now, as you can see, guys, very coiled up moving averages. We know what happens when we see coiled up moving averages, like so. We see a pretty significant move. As you can see here, coiled up moving average, significant move, right? Coiled up moving average, significant move. So what we're doing now, we're getting to that very coiled up scenario. So that's where we can basically be planning for, you guessed it, a significant move. And as you can see, weighing up those moving averages, those measure moves that we were just talking about there, this is a significant moves that we're looking for here on the shorter term time frame. Now that does bring me on to the volume here, guys, because it's a very interesting scenario as well. As we are looking for that significant move, you can see volume is also trending down quite well. We know what happens when that happens. Volume trending down usually means a breakout scenario, right? So yeah, the stars are really sort of aligning here for a potential move, which is looking pretty good, I must say. Bringing me onto the RSI, guys, couple of very interesting things here, because as you can see, we do have this strong trend line to the upside, but there is also potential for a divergence, guys, a bullish divergence, in fact, just because you can see we do have this current low of this micro downtrend, and it's actually setting not quite a low here on the RSI, right? So if we do actually break this low in terms of the live price, around 22,663 there, if we do break that low, then we're going to have a bullish divergence, guys. And a bullish divergence will be looking something along the lines of this. Obviously, if we don't break on the RSI as well, it's going to be looking something along the lines of this, and also like this. And this is going to be meaning that we're going to be having some bullish momentum to the upside, which, as I said, is going to be a very key area to be looking out for there in terms of the level of support around 22,000 22,390. So there's definitely a potential for a bounce coming through from here around this sort of area here, guys. And also we do have the volume weighted ATR band coming up as well. We know how bad boy this is. We know how much support we do get off this at times, right? So yeah, definitely something to not be overlooked as well. And that does bring me on to the MACD coming through. As you can see, same scenario. We're going to see some sort of bullish divergence coming through as well if we don't break this low in terms of the momentum to the downside from this trend. And to be honest with you, there's a lot more support here. There's a lot more support that I would expect rather than coming down and actually breaking this low in terms of the strength of the trend, right? So I highly doubt that we're going to come down and break this low. So it basically is the confirmation for that bullish divergence for us to really, really be looking out for there. In terms of the DMI, the Directional Movement Index, guys, you can see that we've actually had a bearish crossover, but the ADX is actually it's just above 20, right? The key levels for this indicator is 20 and 25, and the ADX is this little pink line, and that basically determines the strength of the trend, right? The strength of the trend that we're actually looking for there. And as you can see, we're actually sat around 21. So it shows the trend is not that strong right now. So yeah, we could actually see quite a strong reversal coming through. So yeah, definitely areas to be looking out for there. What I would be looking for here on the DMI is this bullish crossover. When this does happen, then that could signify a very strong move to the upside, coming through with our breakout scenario that we were just talking about, right? And as I said, that is going to be these measure moves coming through. 3.61% to the upside, 3.62% to the downside. That's the short term. Let's move on to the midterm and see what we're working with here. As you can see, quite a lot of lines coming through. So let's get rid of the WOD machine for a second, and let's just talk about this chart pattern. As you can see, rising parallel channel, guys. Rising parallel channel tends to usually break to the downside. They tend to usually break to the downside. So that's definitely something to really be looking out for there. But to be honest with you, the support, the trend is actually looking really, really quite nice right now. I'm not saying that it's not going to break to the downside. I'm saying that we're prepared for it to happen. If it does happen, then yeah, there is going to be a move down, and we will be looking for a lovely, lovely short there, and taking profits at all major market structure points. But right now, I'm probably looking for a bounce. I'm looking for this trend to continue here, and the areas for that is going to be the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement bounce there, and that's going to be around 20,300 for simplicity's sake, right? And that is lining up pretty nicely with the measure move to the downside here, around $100 in it, right? So yeah, looking pretty good for a bounce around 22,300. Definitely something to really, really be looking out for there, guys. In terms of a measure move down, which we could be looking for here, I'm going to be doing something along the lines of this. Not very greedy, pretty skinny, and to be honest with you, as you can see, we do have a pretty filthy trap zone coming through, which and a trap zone, for you guys that don't know, is when we have a chart pattern coming through like so, and then we do have little filthy wicks, little filthy traps to the downside where you think we're going to be breaking down, but no, Bitcoin reverses out of nowhere, and this is basically what we call like a no trade zone. But as you can see, this is actually a broadening trap zone here, and this basically means it's gradually getting wider, guys. It's gradually getting wider with the level of support that is giving in terms of this trend. So this basically means when it turns into a broadening trap zone here, the area is getting bigger, and that basically says we can actually use this for our advantage. Yes, no trade zone, but when it is broadening, we can actually be using that trap zone for a potential take profit. And what do you know, where does that line up with? The 0.236 Fibonacci retracement, right? So in terms of the price for that, if we do lose this 21,500, 600 area there, obviously depending on the trend, depending on how quickly we fall down to this trend line here, depending on where we do actually lose this, the area to really, really be watching out for that is going to be that Fibonacci retracement, the 0.236 bounce there. Let's throw some moving averages into the works, yeah, let's throw some moving averages into the works and see what we're working with there, because as you can see, yet again, very, very coiled up, guys. Very, very coiled up. We know what that means. We just covered that. It basically means we're looking for that breakout scenario, right? So as you can see, coiled up moving average, nice breakout in the price. Coiled up moving average, there could be a lovely bit of volume coming through from here. In terms of a measure move down, if we do see this chart pattern coming down here, it's going to be around a 12.75% move to the downside, guys. So it's definitely something to really, really be watching out for there. And I will be going through a few of my my personal indicators as well, how I've been making loads of money. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be after the longer term time frame here for Bitcoin. And this is basically going to be referencing what we are seeing here. So very, very exciting stuff. As you can see, 12.75% to the downside. Definitely a thing to be looking out for there is the volume weighted ATR band, guys. We know when we do lose this bad boy, we actually trend down really, really quite rapidly, testing it continuously. But if we do find that support on it, you can see the support is actually very, very strong indeed. So so definitely something to really, really not be overlooking here when we are actually in a short position coming through. I will definitely be using that for a take profit, right? Moving on to the longer term time frame here for Bitcoin in a second. Just want to talk about the RSI as well here on the midterm, because as you can see, guys, we are looking at a bullish divergence scenario yet again. You can see the high low that we have created here in terms of the market structure, 20,726 there. You can see that low, that overbought point there. But in terms of breaking that, we need to actually get to that 20,726 there. And you can see the selling power that we would need to actually have this to come into fruition here. So it is looking like we are going to see some sort of bullish divergence coming through like so, right? If that does happen, that is the confirmation that we're looking for that bounce to the upside yet again. Basically having the continuation of this trend, right? So it's looking a lot more feasible for a potential bounce here. Areas to really be looking out for there. I've got my eye on 22,300, that sort of area. We got the 200 EMA there as well. So yeah, that area is a very, very strong bounce point. I do believe that. And you can see in terms of just a horizontal in general, like you can see the resistance, you can see the support from this bad boy. So yeah, definitely something to really, really not overlook there. And that's gonna be it from the midterm. Let's jump to the longer term time frame. Let's get deep down and dirty into that, because as you can see, massive falling wedge chart pattern, Fibonacci retracement from the all-time high there, around $69,700 there. Amazing stuff there for Bitcoin, but obviously we did see the low of around 17,600. Now currently sat around 22,800 in terms of the price, seeing this micro uptrend coming through. Not looking too bad, to be honest with you. We have hit the 0.23% Fibonacci retracement, but we have tested it twice, right? If we were going to see really really strong continuation here, I would have expected just banging it all the way down, right? I would have expected banging it all the way down, but we haven't. We're actually sat on a very, very important level, guys. Very important. Let me go into this for you for a second. As you can see, we do have an ascending triangle. Ascending triangles, they tend to usually break to the upside, guys. We have seen a couple of breaks here, but we're being held back pretty violently by the 55 EMA here. Yes, we have cleared it in terms of support now, but I would expect a test. I would expect a test before continuation. Now, where does that leave us in terms of a live price for that test? It's going to be around 21,700, 800, 900. That sort of area, right? Definitely something to be looking out for there. And also you can see 21,320 there on the cards there for the VPVR. And also probably lining up with the 55 EMA when we do come down to that sort of level, right? So that's sort of the bounce I'm looking for. If we don't get that bounce in terms of support, guys, if we don't get that bounce that I'm looking for there and then continuation up, then I would expect some sort of breakdown back into this giant falling wedge chart pattern there, and then we can see higher lows really start to get tested in terms of levels. We're going to be looking at 20,782, and then also around 18K is an area to watch there. You can see candle body close respecting it there, and also multiple wicks in terms of testing. So yeah, this is going to be a very, very strong area to really be looking out for there. Just under 19,000, right? So yeah, those are the areas, guys, for the longer term time frame there. Let me go straight into, let's get straight into the indicators for my packages and stuff, because I'm going to give them to you for 1 month for free. Did he say free? Yes, he said free. I'm going to give you guys a whole month on it for absolute free. All you're going to have to do is just message me on Telegram. I'm going to leave my Telegram link in the description of the video, guys, and then you can basically get access to my premium Scalp package and also my Ultra package as well. And they're basically indicators here that I've designed, and they basically send trade signals to Telegram groups, right? So I'm going to give it to you for a month for free. No subscriptions, none of that stuff. I'm literally just going to let you try that out for a month. You don't need to put your card in, you don't need to make an account, you don't need to do any of that stuff. Just send me a Telegram and I will get you added to those groups. Not a problem. But yeah, let's go through those charts now. Just want to talk about the stochastic RSI for a second, because you can see we're actually trending down quite violently here. And to be honest, we're on a micro downtrend right now. So it is expected. We have seen literally like 6 bearish days in a row near enough there. So we're getting ever so close to a potential reversal here. You can see the last time we reversed was on this area here. So yeah, definitely potential for a bounce there. If that is going to happen, you can see 21,300, that sort of area, 22,300 are the really areas to be looking out for there. But yeah, moving on to the packages, guys. This is how I've been making money recently, and I want to just show you guys. As you can see here, this is the premium scalp package. This is the premium scalp package indicator that I do use here. It is the RSI scalper bot here, and it basically has a very strong, very nice exit system. It's not crazy. It's not crazy. It's a 0.5% exit system, and as you can see, recently, over literally the last like 3-4 days or so, you can see the success rate coming through from here, guys. It's pretty insane coming through. It literally tells you when to buy, when to sell, and we're literally going on we're going on a 0.5% move here. That's the take profit that we're looking for. And as you can see, it plays out pretty goddamn good. Even when we're really volatile, it plays out really quite nice there. So that's definitely something to really get involved with. As I said, it is going to be completely free for a month. So just drop me a message on Telegram. The link is in the description if you would like that. That's the premium scalp package covered. And also, I just want to jump to the ultra swing package, right? These are longer term trades, right? And as you can see, guys, same scenario here. We are seeing these swings coming through on the chart. You can see it tells you when to buy, it tells you when to sell, and the chart speaks for itself, really. As you can see here, guys, you can see buy signal coming through, massive way to the upside. In terms of percentages there, looking for that around 14% move to the upside. It's just been ridiculous, guys. Sell signal coming down from there, 9% to the downside here. You can see another buy signal coming through and around here. You can see 16% to the upside. It's just been absolutely perfect for this trend. Another 12% there. As you can see, buy signal coming through as well there. Another 11%. It's just been ridiculous, guys. So yeah, if you do want access to this, if you do want to trial it out, you can literally just go to the link in the description. It is going to be absolutely free for 1 month. But yeah, let's move on from that and let's go straight into it's terrible today. Let's move into and I have been recovering from a horrific Thai illness. So yeah, obviously I live in Thailand right now. I got this horrible virus and I was bedbound for like a week. So yeah, I am back. I'm ready. So yeah, I'm feeling a lot better, which is good. I see you guys in the community supporting it. If you guys do want to join the Telegram community, got like 300 members, nice, tightly knit community, very safe space for you new traders as well. So yeah, you can go join that. Link is in the description as well. And also, guys, if you are liking the video, smash the like on that. It does help me out tremendously. Stock and flow model, going to be covering this very quickly because it's actually very interesting. This is basically telling us when it is until the next halving here. As you can see, it days until the next halving here, and it does it in a color scheme, guys. Does it in a color scheme. Where are we now here? Around this sort of area here in terms of the coloring. What happened last time? What happened last time? As you can see, these are the halving points that we have seen. Next halving going to be around 2024 there. But you can see where are we now in terms of the price. You can see we actually saw quite a lot of sideways momentum from this area or a potential downtrend. So as you can see, we're likely to see some sort of sideways potential or a potential downtrend here. So that's definitely something to be looking out for there in terms of the price. You can see last time this did happen, we actually saw a downtrend coming through and then a little pump and then sideways action. So it's definitely something to really be taken into consideration there. Fear and greed index, guys, sat around 34. We can see a little bit more confidence coming through into the crypto space, which is quite nice. And to be honest, with a chart looking something like this, having a nice micro uptrend coming down from coming up from 18K all the way up to around 24. It's a 40% move, guys. That's going to be naturally going to be bringing in a lot more confidence onto the scene. So that's very good news to see that. We're seeing volume come up as well. So yeah, nice to see crypto getting a little bit more, what's the word? A little bit more showcased, right? Yeah, let's also talk about the Bitcoin dominance here, guys. For your altcoins, we have actually lost this very strong level of support, which is very good for your altcoins, guys. If the Bitcoin dominance is trending down, if we are seeing this coming down here, you can see back when we saw these very key levels get reached here in terms of percentages, around 40% there, we actually did see altcoins really start to stand on their own, like ADA, XRP, not dumping with Bitcoin dumps, right? Very good news there for your altcoins. And also, let's have a look at my crypto quant. If it's going to work. And no, I'm not going to be signing in. Okay, yes I am. Crypto quant coming through from here. I was going to show my password then. All exchanges reserved, guys. You can see this is very low. And this is obviously meaning how much Bitcoin is being held on exchanges, right? Very interesting stuff there. Because it just does show that that it's getting more bullish, right? The lower this goes, the more bullish that is basically gonna get here. And also leverage ratio, guys, how many of you are holding your leverage positions right now? You can see this has been trending up continuously now, pretty with quite confidence, right? With quite a lot of confidence. So that's obviously showing a lot more people are getting into leverage positions, but that does mean that the whales could be here ready to absolutely obliterate them. We haven't really seen that much manipulation in quite a while here. So yeah, it's very interesting to see this trending up quite rapidly, because when this does happen, the whales usually come out to play and liquidate as many goddamn people as possible. Yeah. But yeah, that's gonna be it from me, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. Do appreciate it. As I said, if you did enjoy the content, smash a like on that. If you do enjoy my content in general, smash the subscribe. I literally uploading every single week, multiple days here. And also, as I said, these packages, they're gonna be free for a month. So just message me on Telegram. I'm going to let you trial these out. It's literally trade signals from indicators I've designed. Very, very good stuff. So yeah, link is in the description for that as well. But yeah, that's going to be it from me, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. But for now, it's going to be peace out and goodbye from me, Crypto Chester.